Hello， 大家好，欢迎回到亚洲红魔 YouTube 频道。你在收看的这个个人看法影片，或者更准确的说是这一个反应影片 Reaction Video， 仍然是由96ACE冠名赞助播出。今天我们要看的这个影片呢，就是这个 Ronaldo 最近跟天空体育进行了这个长达20分钟的这一个访谈。好啦，这一个访谈听讲很精彩，我个人是还没有看到，我只看了前面几分钟而已。不过今天我们就从第1分钟第1秒开始，跟大家一起看完这20分钟，看一看 Ronaldo 心中对现在的曼联的处境是什么的这个看法。有关于 Solskjaer 的这个离职的话，还有他最近缺失的比赛的话，他的这个身体的健康在哪里？他有没有办法赶得上周末对上安森维拉的这个联赛的客场的比赛呢？好了，那么事不宜迟的话，我们就直接把这个画面转到这一个 video 上面去看看 Ronaldo 的这个20分钟的访谈里面他讲了些什么吧。
Cristiano, great to see you again.
Thank you.
First question is, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm very well. Well, I haven't just missed the game for Manchester United, so how are you?
No, I'm good. I just have a little touch, but you know, it's part of my work. You know, we have to feel some pain sometimes, but it's nothing big, and I hope to be good soon.
For the weekend?
I hope so. We will try. Tomorrow I will do it. I will try to training normal, and let's see how body reacts. And fingers crossed. I'm confident.
I remember the Cristiano.
所以第一个问题，这个记者问就是这个 Ronaldo 他自己的身体状况是如何？大家都知道他错失了这个上周周一的时候我们在主场踢赢这个安森维拉足总杯的比赛啊。这个记者第一个问题就问了说，就是 Ronaldo 你现在身体是怎样子？因为你好像是有一点点轻伤在身。Rangnick在赛前的时候也是讲 Ronaldo 有一些轻伤，所以这一场比赛就不在足总杯的比赛就不去冒险去利用他。Ronaldo 这也是讲说，作为这个职业运动员来讲的话，身体有这种伤病是很正常的事情，而且他现在来讲的话，也算是一个高龄球员了，所以他一直都在进行这一些轻量的训练，想要期望说可以赶上这个周末的比赛啦。所以这就是我们第一个知道的东西，就是 Ronaldo 还是有一些轻伤在身，不过他已经是很努力的想要赶上这个周末曼联客场对上安斯顿维拉的这个联赛啦。我们看一看这个记者接下来会问什么问题吧。
First time round when you couldn't play. You weren't a happy boy. How are you now? You're a little bit older when you miss a game.
Well, you are more mature, as you mentioned before, so I know better my body. To don't say 100%, but I think I know my body 100%, and mature experience give you the possibility for you to understand your mind, your body, everything around football. So it's good. I'm a different person. I'm a different player, but the ambition is still the same. I want to play and help the team.
Talking of differences.
哇，第二个问题就是直接问了之前还算是蛮争议的问题，就是关于这个 Ronaldo 如果没有办法上场比赛的话，他的这个想法是如何。Ronaldo 也是很诚实的就讲了，他在这个已经37岁年龄来讲的话，他对他自己的身体的了解，虽然讲不能说是100%了解，可是他知道自己的体能在哪里，然后他也知道说随着年龄的增长的话，他会更加成熟，所以某种程度就是打脸那些之前讲这个Ronaldo 没有办法上场就耍这个脾气的这一个传闻，然后也是讲说他的这个他想要的东西，当然还是尽可能踢多一点足球啊。因为讲真的，他37岁，他能踢多少年的足球下去？这可能就是他最后这几年的这个巅峰，或者说最后这几年的职业足球。所以也难怪说他在知道说自己的身体还能够踢球底下，还会尽可能想多踢一点足球。职业运动员也是难免的，如果你是一个首发的球员，像是 Ronaldo 这样子的场首发，然后现在突然间要告诉你说，你不是能够场首发情况底下的话，你当然还是会有一点不适应，难免会有一些不开心。不过 Ronaldo 这里的回答，我就觉得说，OK 啊，他就主要就是讲说，我还是有这个 ambition， 有这一个野心，想要去尽可能上场去踢每一场的比赛。我很了解我自己身体的状况在哪里，即使说不是100%的可以去理解自己身体的状况，可是他至少有80多%、90多%是很清楚自己身体的这个健康条件的吧。毕竟大家都知道，他对自己身体的这个管理是非常非常的这个严谨的。我们来看一看接下来这个问题是什么了。
a lot's happened since the last time we had a sit-down chat. You have a new manager, Ole's gone. How do you reflect on the last couple of months here?
Well, not easy, to be honest, not easy. That we change the first coach, Ole, after for Carrick, and after for this new coach. It's difficult, to be honest. When you change too much, it's always tough. But I still believe that we are capable to do it a good season. We knew it that's gonna take time to make the ideas of new coach in the pitch. Is not that fast. But I'm looking forward that we have to be professional. We have to work hard. We have to be together as a players. To change the page. We know that we are not in the best moment, but I believe that with the working hard, we can achieve important things even this year.
You said you have
OK 啦，这个问题就是关于这个，也是我最想知道，就是最近曼联在一直不断的换这个教练的问题，就是手下走了，然后这个 Carrick 进来带队之后又换了这个 Rangnick 来讲的话，Ronaldo 的想法是如何？他也是很诚实，就讲说，他明确的讲说，这个是一个很艰难的时刻。毕竟，对于任何一个球员来讲的话，在短短几个月内经历了3个不同教练的这个执教方式、训练方式的话，会是让一些球员觉得说难以适应的。手下才刚走，然后 Carrick 就进来带队，几场比赛过后，紧接着又是 Rangnick 进来带队，他仍然是觉得说，曼联这个赛季即使并不是打到最好，甚至说很糟糕赛季。可是，如果这些球员肯努力的话，还是有办法在这个赛季拿到一个不错的成绩的啦。不过我这里就是蛮认同 Ronaldo 讲的啦，就是也之前很多报道讲这个曼联的球员啊闹内讧啊，跟你是不开心这些东西。关于这个 Rangnick 的这个训练方式啊，其实 Ronaldo 这里讲的话，你某种程度上也可以去体谅这些球员说一时间适应不了这个新的教练，毕竟他们在过去几个月有了3个不同的教练，一个是手下，一个是 Carrick， 然后现在是 Rangnick， 然后手下的体系底下可能是比较防守反击、比较保守的，然后 Carrick 的体系也是大致上跟手下是差不多一样的，也是偏保守。然后现在 Rangnick 进来过后，突然间要求他们去踢这种 high pressure 这种压迫足球、进攻足球的话，这些球员也难免一时半会是没有办法适应过来的啦。所以对 Ronaldo 来讲的话，这过去的几个月是蛮艰辛的。在这个手下走了过后，曼联经历了这样多的这个教练团的人事的这个变动 ，Carrick 也走了 ，McKenna 也走了，然后现在突然间拉进了这个Chris Amas 啊。Iwan 这些Iwan Sharp 这些不同的这些新的教练的话，都是要重新跟球员建立一个沟通的这个方式的。所以我们看一看接下来这一个记者会再问这个 Ronaldo 什么问题了。
to be together there. I mean, Luke Shaw said after the Wolves game that you weren't on the pitch. How important is it that everybody is?
It's the key. It's the key. Not only the players, but all the staff, coaches, physios, doctors, players. You know, this is a squad. This is like a second family for all of us. So we have to be together. We are in the same boat, and we knew it since the beginning that will be easy. So new year, we have to believe that is possible. But as I mentioned before, we have many. You have a long way to change. So, but I believe that we're gonna do it a good season.
Given your
哇，所以这一个接下来问题就是这一个Luke Shaw 在曼联最近输给了这个狼队的比赛里面，就是有做了一个赛后一个很争议的这个评论，就是讲说他觉得这一支曼联的凝聚力是不够的。然后这个记者问了 Ronaldo 说，这一个曼联凝聚力的问题啊 ，Ronaldo 也是讲明了，就是讲说这个对他来讲的话，这一个足球是一个团队，一个俱乐部的话是整个团队，也不只是场上的球员，而是教练团，甚至说这个队医，全部人都要团结一致，才能够去踢出好的东西。所以他某种方面也是讲，他认同这一个凝聚力的重要性。他觉得说，只要曼联能够团结好的话，还是有办法在这个赛季打出一个能让人接受这个成绩的。所以我们接下来再看一看 Ronaldo 对下一个问题是这样子回答的，好像是关于这个 Ole 的这一个问题的。 他跟 Ole 的这个关系。
Relationship with Ole previously, was that difficult when he left for you personally? Because obviously when you came back, he was the man in charge.
Of course, it's always sad and always tough when you see a manager. I see Ole that he used to play with me before, now as a coach, a fantastic person. When he left, everyone was sad, but it's part of the life, it's part of the football. When things don't go the way the club want and the fans, the club have to change. So for me, I was disappointing, but at the same time, we have to understand the club, the people who manage the club. So it was difficult, but life continue.
And how different?
接下来这个问题就是关于这个手下跟 Ronaldo 之间的关系。大家也知道，在 Ronaldo 第一次加盟曼联的时候，手下还是曼联球员，他们曾经是队友。这一次他第二次回来曼联的时候，手下已经是曼联这个主帅。然后问到的这个问题就是说，手下从这个队友变成这个教练过后，然后看这手下被解雇 ，Ronaldo 的这个想法是如何 ？Ronaldo 就讲了，当手下被解雇的时候，他是很失望，也是有点伤心的，因为毕竟手下曾经是他的队友，然后当他离开的时候，被曼联解雇的时候，那个气氛更衣室的气氛并不是特别的好，全部人都是蛮失望。可是同时间来讲，也要去尝试去理解说为什么高层会做出这个艰难的决定。然后对他来讲的话，生活还是要继续，足球还是要继续的。即使手下已经不是曼联主帅的话，我们也不能因为这样子就停留下来，然后还是要继续去前进啊。所以这一方面的话，从 Ronaldo 这语气里面透露出来的东西就是。也一种方面就是撇除了之前这些传闻说这些球员已经是放弃了帮手下踢球啊 ，Ronaldo 对手下有些不满还是什么啊？因为从这一个至少这个 Sky Sport 天空体育的这个采访里面来讲的话 ，Ronaldo 是显然表现到是有一些失望，这一个手下被炒了鱿鱼，然后没有办法带领着曼联往下一步去走了啦。当然，我们就看一看接下来这个记者还会去问 Ronaldo 什么问题。
Is it been under Ralph Rangnick? What are the changes he's trying to implement, Cristiano?
Well, he arrived here 5 weeks ago. He changed many things, but he needs time, to put his ideas through the players and in the pitch as well. It takes time, but I believe that he's gonna do it a good job. We knew that we don't play the best football as we should do, but we have many games to improve. But since he arrived, I think in some points we are better. But as I told you before, he need time. It's not that easy to change the mentality of players and the way they play, the system, and the culture. Like that, so I believe that he gonna do it a good job.
哇，这个问题就是直接的，就是问到了这个 Ralph Rangnick 进来曼联过后，Ronaldo 觉得说他有带来什么改变啊 ？Ronaldo 也是很直截了当，就讲说他觉得 Rangnick 还是需要时间的，毕竟他来到这个曼联也是可能第5个星期，1个月多左右，所以他还是要时间去改变一下原本球员习惯的这个系统，然后习惯的这个文化养成的这个更衣室文化，他要做改革的话是需要时间，是不可能在1个月内就达成。同时间来讲 ，Ronaldo 也是承认讲说，在这个足球场上的话，曼联的这个表现确实不是那么好，可是在他的认知里面，在某些方面来讲，曼联是有进步。可能他这里讲，可能就是这个在进攻压迫方面吧，就是比起在手下的最后一个时期来讲的话，至少曼联的这一个进攻体系在 Rangnick 底下是确实有比之前更为的这个积极主动一些，只不过是我们还没有办法抓到那个平衡啊，中场的这个平衡一没有办法守住的话，我们的中场后场很容易被对方打穿，所以变成说我们好像只是顾着说要怎样子去打进攻出去，而忘了说要怎样子去控制中场，去控制住比赛的这个平衡感、这个节奏感，所以往往很多时候，即使球送到前场的话，我们前场也打不出一个像样东西，中后场又控不住球权的话，只不过是会让对方我们的对手有更多的这个机会打反击，从我们脚下抢到球权过后，球权转换过后打一个快速的反击，让我们自己后防线告急啊。所以 Ronaldo 觉得说 Rangnick 进来的话，还是需要 一个时间去做他的改革，可是他觉得说 Rangnick 在曼联是能够做出一个好的工作，所以 Ronaldo 这也是给了 Rangnick 一个信任票，一个 vote of confidence 啊。所以接下来就看说这个记者还会问什么问题吧。
You mentioned a few interesting words there. System, which is on the pitch. You also said mentality. How crucial is that? Can you be successful if the mentality isn't right?
Impossible. I think it's the main point. I'm always speak with my friends and we had a chat about football, the games, and they all speak about the system. But the system is useful if the mentality it's not there in the pitch. This is why I say we have a long way to improve, because for me the most important things is for you to look yourself and say I can do it better. I can help the team much more. The system is important. Yes, it's important. Everything is important. The small details make the huge difference in the end of the day. But for me, the most important thing is the mentality. For you to be professional, help the team, the right mentality, self-talk positive. I think it's all the details depend of you, not the coaches, the fans, the press. Depends of you. If you are proud of yourself and you have some dignity, I think you have to do it much more. Start with me. New year, I try to improve even different things and better things to help the team. I think it's the main point. We are all here to make the teams even better. So let's try.
So when you look around that dressing
哇，这一个回答真是太过好了！这一个记者问的东西，基本上就是我们之前曼联球迷一直在讨论，就是到底是4222不行了，行不通了，还是球员的态度没有完完全全投入进去这个4222 Ralph Rangnick 要踢的这个体系。Ronaldo 这里就直接讲了，他觉得说系统阵容是很重要，没有错。可是问题就是说，最重要永远都不是这些系统，而是球员自己本身的心态。这个心态不是来自于这个媒体或者报章说这些球评去讲说这些球员应该这样子去批评这些球员，然后这些球员才会懂得反省。这些球员应该要照着镜子去告诉自己说，我哪里可以做得更好，我哪里做到不够好。像是 Ronaldo 自己本身的话，他那时候在新年的时候就发了一个IG 的贴文，主要讲的就是说，他觉得曼联在过去这几个月里面打到不是很好，这个是新年一个新的开始的话，曼联应该要有一个崭新的开始，一个崭新的心态。所以他这里讲的东西是，他觉得说阵型跟阵容固然重要，可是球员自己本身的心态是非常之重要。这里也是我非常认同的，就是说4222在英超是不是行不通，还是说这些球员没有真正的去理解，或者说真正的投入到这个 Ralph Rangnick 的这个战术里面？他们只是觉得说 Rangnick 只是6个月的这个代理主帅，所以他们不需要完全全心投入。这一个的话，就是涉及到一个球员有没有这个职业道德、这个职业操守的这个问题，他们有没有这个 professional 的这个心态。Ronaldo 这里的回答，我觉得哇 ，best 真的是很好。我们接下来再看一下这个记者还会问 Ronaldo 什么问题，然后 Ronaldo 会这样子回答啦。
It's character first and foremost before talent and the ball at your feet that you need.
As I told you before, we have to have the right mentality. I looked to myself and I say, Cristiano, what you can do it better to improve your level to help the team? Yes, I can improve other things. Maybe, don't know, to sprint in 19 minutes if something happened, to help my teammates when he suffer or he's tired. You know, the small details during the game, and to be smart, to be intelligent, to see what the games bring. You understand? Because all the games is different, all the players is different, the system, the stadiums. You have to be capable and ready when you suffer, when you struggle in a game, you know, to be compact, to run for your teammates, and be a team. For me, this is why they call this club Manchester United. So we have to be united in the difficult moments.
And with all your experience of the club and the game, do you think off the pitch you can be a help to some of the younger players in that sense?
Yes, of course. The mature players, the older players, they can help always the young players. But I can give you an example. If I give you advice, even if you are younger than me, and if you not implant that during your daily life, will be difficult. You can speak all day with that person. If he's not coming from inside of you, it's impossible. I remember when I was 18, 19, 20, some old players speak with me, but I put that as Cristiano, you have to improve. They know more than you, they are more experienced than you, they pass through many bad moments. But the other people, they don't accept that. If you criticize a young, I don't say this generation, our players, but in general, I have kids, I know. Sometimes when you be a little bit harder, they do it the opposite. You have to find the right balance to speak with them. But in my opinion, the main point is they should coming from inside you. You should be proud of yourself and look in the mirror and say, listen, I give everything. And I think all of us, we should do that. Because new year, we change the page, we have many things to win, we have to believe on that. If not, will be a nightmare.
It's interesting.
哇，这里的话主要就是问这个Ronaldo 说这一个球员的这个心态啊，就是他刚刚也是有讲了曼联为什么叫曼联，在英文这个 Manchester United， 这个 United 就是团结联合，在球队很艰难的时刻里面，这些球员必须要团结起来。然后这一个记者也是接下去问 Ronaldo 说，这一个球员的个性是不是很重要的 ？Ronaldo 也是讲说，这个个性会成就一个人的这个高低跟成败啊，主要东西就是说，他给了一个例子，就是他在他18、19、20岁的时候，在曼联一些比较年长的球员，像是那时候有这个 Roy Keane 啊、Paul Scholes 啊、Ryan Giggs 啊，会告诉Ronaldo说，你哪里不够好，你不应该去吃这些垃圾食物。大家都知道的话，Ronaldo第一次在曼联刚加盟的时候，是很喜欢吃这种垃圾食物，可是因为这个 Roy Keane 啊、Ryan Giggs 啊、Paul Scholes 给了他这些忠告过后，他就完全戒掉这些垃圾食物，很努力的把这个心思重心放在足球上面，他才能够成为今天的这种球王啊。所以 Ronaldo 觉得说忠言是逆耳的，有一些球员如果你跟他讲了一些意见，他们选择不听的话，那么你讲到多么的好，多么的这个真诚都没有用，这些球员不会听就是不会听，只有愿意去听取这些建议的这些球员才能够往下一步路去跨进啊。他自己当然也是讲说，当然给意见这个人必须要很诚心诚意从内心里面去讲这些话，那些人可能才比较听得进去，不然这些听取意见的只会觉得说，你在敷衍我，你在批评我。他自己也是讲了，他有孩子的人了，他自己也知道说，如果有时候你太过严厉的去批评或者是指正一个年轻一辈的球员的话，他们会是逆行的，就是这个叛逆时期的话，就是完全不听的。像大家都知道，每个人都是经历过叛逆期啊，你爸爸妈妈叫你不能做这个事情，可是你偏偏就要去做，就是这样子啊。所以我觉得还是蛮有道理的啦。
Because when you were here, you had so many big players giving you advice. You chose to listen, and as you say, it came from within. So ultimately, it's up to the individual.
I think so. Individual is the most important thing. We are here to help. When they need my help and my supports and my advices, I will be the number one to help. But if you don't want my help, so do it your job, look for yourself, and do it your best to help the team.
Talking of leadership, the Wolves game was a bad result, but you led out Manchester United with that armband at Old Trafford for the first time, and knowing what the club means to you. What of all the things you've done in your career, what was that moment like? I know the result didn't go the way, but that moment emerging from the tunnel.
I'm always proud, not just because I was the captain of Manchester. I'm captain for my country. I think is nothing bigger than that for the last 8 years, 9, 10, I don't know. But it's good responsibility. I'm back to Manchester because I love this club. It's not just because of money or whatever. It's not all because of that. I'm coming because I love this club, and I believe that we have huge potential to win stuff, to win important things. But we have to find the best way to achieve that results. But as I told you before, I believe, but you have a few things that you have to change, and you have to accept. I think it's the main word. It's to accept when you're not in your best shape or in your best moment. We have a long way to improve, but I believe new year, we have to think that things go to change for a better place.
When you say change,
哇，这里就是问说，这一个上一场英超联赛，他作为曼联的队长去打比赛的时候，他的这个心态是什么？Ronaldo就是直接讲了说，作为队长帮曼联去出战比赛，固然是一个很值得骄傲的这个东西。不过他当初回来曼联的话，并不是说为了成为曼联队长还是什么，当然还是很愿意去帮这些年轻球员。可是如果这些年轻球员不想要他的帮助的话，他们应该要做好自己的职责去帮这个球队进步，而不是说你不听取我的意见，然后你也不做好自己的这个工作。然后他同时间也讲的话，他在这个葡萄牙国家队过去的差不多10年多左右，他都已经是国家队的这个队长了，所以他很清楚的知道作为队长的这个职责是什么。不过他主要讲的东西就是这些球员、这些球队还是要团结，甚至说团结还不够，还是要认清说这个俱乐部还有很多地方是不足的，还是需要去做改进的，然后必须要承认自己的缺点，然后才可以去进一步去修正这些缺点，这些球队才能够进步。他仍然是觉得说曼联在这个赛季可以赢取一些重要的东西，所以他已经一再强调这个是新年新的篇章、新的篇幅，这些球队必须要团结起来，然后必须要去认清自己的缺点在哪里，然后必须去纠正这些缺点，然后我们才能够在新的一年里面赢取我们这个俱乐部值得赢取的这些冠军奖杯跟荣誉了。
what needs to change then?
I'm not the right person to say we have to change this and that. I think in general, let's be honest, the last 5-6 games, you think Manchester play very well? No. You know that, everyone know that. We have how I can say, we have time to improve. Yes, we have a potential squad, we have new manager. Why we don't believe that we can do it better? We have to believe, you have to be positive to try to change the things, to play as Manchester United fans want and the history of the club. This is why we're not going to give up. The only give up is the guys who is weak mentally. This is why I mentioned in the beginning, you have to implant that in your mind that we are capable to change things now. I don't know the specific way because I'm a player, I'm not a coach, I'm not the president. I know the way, but as you know, I'm not going to mention here because I think it's not ethic from my part to say that. What I can say and what something that we are in on control, we can do it better. All of us.
And if that is a
哇，这一个的话就是很细，直接讲了 weak mentality， 我们不需要这样子的球员，在曼联的这一个团队里面，真的还是一再强调新年新的思维、新的这个东西的话，曼联要做好这些足球的话，不是 Ronaldo 的立场说哪里要去做改变，他只是一个始终到底，他只是一个球员，他能做就是做好自己的本分。他不应该也没有这个立场去指点说谁这个俱乐部哪里要做出改变。可是最重要的思维就是头脑这个 mentality 要够强，如果不够强的话，很容易就放弃的话，这样这个球队永远是不会进步的。所以我们再看一看 Ronaldo 接下来有什么要讲的吧。
collective, what
Collective, individual, everyone.
And what could you achieve then if you get that?
Big things that Manchester belong in important things. So we have to change that. I don't want to be here in the club to fight to be in 6th place or 7th place or 5th place. Or I'm here to try to win, to compete. And I think we compete, but we are not yet in our best level. But we have a long way to improve, and I believe that if we change our mind, we can achieve big things.
A lot of it's in the mind then.
I think so, yes.
这里Ronaldo直接是讲明了他的野心啊，他回到曼联并不是要去抢第6名、第7名的，他回来曼联是想要赢这一个冠军奖杯的，他也觉得说曼联是在历史上面来讲的话是值得在这些冠军奖杯的名字上面留下名字的这个俱乐部，所以他已经是直接讲明自己的野心啊，就是看这一些球员有没有办法去改变他们的思维，他已经一再强调了。这个 mindset 这个头脑里面的思维是很重要的，如果你一直很轻易的就放弃的话，这个球队永远不会进步，所以他一直在强调说每个球员的这个心态、头脑跟这个意志力是非常非常的重要的。
And what do you think, I mean, going back to that day when we spoke, when you came back and scored the 2 goals against Newcastle, everyone was on the up, everyone was talking about the title, not 4th place. What's the difference between then and now, do you think? What's happened? Because you didn't foresee that.
To win, yeah, I was happy, surprised. Was very good that my first game I scored 2 goals, but the football, the league, to win the league, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, a 100-meter sprint. You have to be consistent. And this is why the best team right now in England probably is Manchester City and Liverpool and Chelsea, because they are more consistent than the other teams. But I believe that we have to look at that and believe that we are capable to do it the same way. We know it's tough, we have to improve, but I believe some things have to change. But I believe that we have the potential here, so we have to do it the right things. It's the only way to be in that level of that teams that I mentioned before.
And is the
这里主要就是讲说，这一个罗纳多回来曼联的时候，第一场比赛对纽卡斯就是赌进这一个双球帮助曼联4-1拿下纽卡斯。当时候很多球迷口中还是在谈着说曼联这个赛季要去抢冠军，可是为什么现在来讲变成了这一个只能抢4，而且抢4都有点勉强的球队？罗纳多直接讲了，要赢取联赛冠军的话，不是一时的这个状态，而是一个马拉松的比赛，你必须要很稳定。他也讲了，现在来讲的话，可能在英超里面最好的3支球队就是曼城、利物浦跟切尔西。为什么？因为这3支球队是表现上最稳定的。曼联这里是有潜能可以变成像切尔西、利物浦、Manchester City 这样的球队。我们有了球星 Ronaldo 自己、卡巴尼、山丘、瓦兰，我们这些球星是有的，我们是有这个潜力、这个潜能是可以做到跟切尔西、利物浦跟Manchester City 一样稳定，可是我们一直做不到这一点。为什么呢？可能就是 Ronaldo 之前讲的这些球员的心态问题，不只是完完全全是怪在教练的这个战术还是什么，而是球员自己本身的这个意志力，还有自己球队本身很极度不稳定的这个状态。这就是曼联过去差不多近乎9年 Ferguson 退休过后一直在挣扎着的，在联赛始终没有办法持之以恒的打出一个很稳定的一个赛季。可能我们只有一段很好的5-6场的比赛，然后接下来那5-6场比赛过后状态又掉了，这是曼联过去9年以来最大问题。这些球员的心态都太过容易太脆弱了，很容易就放弃，没有办法维持完一整个赛季。所以这就是为什么曼联过去这近乎10年里面完全没有，甚至说很距离这个英超冠军是非常非常遥远。即使我们在过去几年里面，在 Mourinho 还有这个 Solskjaer 的这个带领底下，曾经是2次以英超第2名的身份结束赛季，可是始终是跟第1名的这个球队有的这个10几分的差距啊。
The reason you believe, because when you look around and train every day with these players, the ability and the talent that you've got in the Manchester United group at the moment.
100%. This is what I believe. I still believe, but as I told you, and I'm gonna repeat, some things have to change.
Interesting. In terms of the Premier League, the standard, the global eyes on it, is it? I know you got the problem, but is it fantastic to be back on that stage?
Lovely,
for you?
lovely to be back on a Premier League, which is, in my opinion, the last probably 5-6 years is the best league in the world. It's always in the top of the world, but especially the last 5 years is very competitive league, very difficult league. All the teams, even as they call the smallest team, they look bigger when they play against big teams. Without doubts, I think it's by far the best league in the world.
And you when you go around the world? Do you see that? Do you see that phenomenon, if you like?
I play everywhere, so I can say the difference and the level, and I can say 100% that Premier League is by far the most difficult and the most special league in the world the last 6 years, probably.
Is that when you look at the level of coaches we've got and the level of players that want to either play in it or, in your case, come back to play in it?
This is why as people know, I'm a challenge person. I like to challenge, first of all, myself. I think it's the most important. This is why I'm coming back, because I think I'm still capable to do it important things and good things and impress people. So this is why I'm back to Manchester. It's a club that I love it, everyone know that, and to play the Premier League, which is the most competitive league right now in the moment.
And apart from the frustration on the pitch that you're mentioning, is everything settled? Are you enjoying being back in England and back living here with the family?
Yes, I'm a moment of my life that I'm settled on everything. So for me, it's another step in my career. So it's good. Family's happy, kids are happy, I'm happy, and I want to carry on like that.
You do like challenges. You've had many in your career. Where does this one in the next 4 or 5 months then to push United back into those Champions League places that you're talking about? Things have to change. How big a challenge is that?
Every weekend is a challenge. I'm not gonna look in the future. I'm looking the present. The present is now. The moment is now. We have Saturday a big game that we have to try to win, of course. And step by step, as I mentioned before, we have to improve game by game. I live the present. The present for me is the most important. The future will come. So to think in the present, we have a difficult match Saturday, and after the Champions League in February, I hope that we're going to be more prepared, to have that huge amount, that we're going to have very, very tough games, that we're going to be more prepared, to fight against that big teams.
Yeah, you mentioned the Champions League coming up there. For next season, for this club, how important, how crucial is it to be in it again then?
It's the key, as I told you. Manchester United should win the league or be in second or third. I don't see other position for Manchester United, to be honest. I don't see. In my eyes, I don't accept that our mentality be less than to be in the top 3 in the Premier League, in my opinion.
And that has to be drilled into everybody.
Of course.
Around the club.
I think to build up good things, sometimes you have to destroy a few things. So why not? New year, a new life, and I hope that Manchester can be the level that people want, especially the fans, that they deserve that.
You can sense that from the supporters at the moment.
Yes, they deserve, because they sing all game, they are there all the games, and they want good performance from us players. So we have to give at least something to them. We won, that is the most important. The last game, for example. But as everyone knows, we don't perform the way we want. But I still believe, and I'm still positive that we have a long way to improve.
Because this club, it's not always the winning, it's the way you win.
Exactly. I think we can make the two things together in a perfect scenario.
So just finally then, what would be success, sitting here now at the end of May, for Manchester United this season?
Right now, I hope to win one title, to go through in the Champions League, and be at least right now, the way we are, to be in the top 4.
And for that to happen, your message to the supporters would be what?
Be the same that they did until now. The fans. We're gonna give our best. We're gonna try to change things for a better way. And thank you for them support, and carry on like that, because when they are like that, we are more positive, and we are all together. I think we can improve a lot.
Okay, well, great to see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
哇，这里的话，最后几个问题就是主要就是讲说 Ronaldo 你回到英超为什么 ？Ronaldo 就直接讲了，英超在他的认知里面，他在西班牙踢过球，在意大利踢过球，他在帮葡萄牙代表国家队的时候踢过很多国家的足球。他直接讲明了，英超是他觉得说最具挑战性的这个联赛，因为一些弱足碰上豪门球队的时候，他们都会提升自己的实力，所以英超的这个实力是非常的竞争，是非常具有竞争力的。一个很特别这个联赛，而且也是有很多球星、很多这个世界级的教练想要来英超证明自己。Ronaldo 在37岁的时候，仍然是想要挑战自己。来到英超的话，主要就是展现出了他的这个野心啊。我们就不讲那一个6次还是7次拿到这个金球奖的那个 Messi 了，在他跟巴塞罗那合约要到期的时候，他选择去到了法国。大家都知道法甲的联赛的水准没有办法跟英超去做比较。就可以看得出 Ronaldo 跟 Messi 之间野心上面的比较，更愿意去接受一个更高难度的联赛的这个比较啦。而且这一个记者最后也是问到 Ronaldo 说，这一个曼联对他来讲的话，这个赛季最想要得到的东西是什么 ？Ronaldo 也是讲了，他回到曼联是想要赢冠军奖杯的，他想要这个赛季至少赢一个冠军奖杯，不管是足总杯还是说这个欧冠冠军奖杯。然后当然就目前来讲的话，曼联要抢前4，要确保下个赛季有欧冠足球可以踢，因为在他认知里面，曼联是应该要踢欧冠足球的，曼联应该是英格兰英超联赛里面前3名球队，他不能接受或者说他看不到曼联排在前3以外的这个行列，也是直接讲明了高度的要求说。不能接受，完全就是不能接受曼联排在前3以外，可以看得出 Ronaldo 的这个心态跟一些我们其他球员、一些年轻球员心态之间的这个落差跟比较嘛，也难怪这一个 interview 出来过后，就很多球迷啊，包括之前就已经很多人在讲 Ronaldo 应该成为曼联队长啊，然后一些球迷看了这个 interview 过后，更是去讲 Ronaldo 应该是成为曼联新的队长，从马圭尔身上拿掉这个队长的这个袖章。可是我个人看完这个影片的话，我是觉得说 Ronaldo 自己讲真的，他并不在乎他是不是曼联的队长，他并不在乎那个袖章，因为毕竟那个袖章就只是一个袖章，放在马圭尔身上，他没有领导能力的话，那个袖章起不了作用。放在 Ronaldo 身上 ，Ronaldo 不需要那个队长袖章就可以展现领导能力的话，其实讲真的，他也完全不需要那个袖章。那个袖章只是一个袖章，只是一个 armband 罢了。你有领导能力的话，你不应该因为你拿不到那个 armband， 你就选择说，我不去做领导人，因为我不是队长。队长的袖章代表的是你是球队的队长没有错，可是球队球员的这个领导能力的话，并不应该说你今天是队长，你才能够去分享自己的经验，去告诉球队球员说要这样子去踢球。像是之前 Rangnick 也是讲了，他看到 Scott McTominay 在场上，即使他不是队长，很努力的在呐喊去做指挥的话，他看得出有一点点领导能力。难道就因为这样子我们要给 Scott McTominay 队长的袖章吗？不一定啊。就像我一直在强调的，队长袖章就只是一个袖章，就只是个 armband 罢了。你有领导能力的话，你是可以完全不需要队长的领袖队长的袖章的同时间来讲去领导球队的。你不应该因为说我不是队长，我就不去领导这个球队，而是如果你有这个能力去领导球队的话，你是可以不在乎说你是不是球队的队长，你都还是一样可以去指挥球队的。所以我是觉得说 Ronaldo 根本不看重这个队长的袖章这个东西，他最主要强调的东西就是一直在影片里面强调，就是曼联球员的心态必须做出调整，然后曼联不做出调整心态的同时间来讲的话，新年新篇章，我们必须要去接受俱乐部有一些地方是要做出改变的。Rangnick 的话要给他足够的时间去做他的改变，然后这些曼联的球员的话不能有那一种很轻易放弃的这种 weak mentality， 必须要练强自己的意志力，不能轻易放弃。然后曼联 Manchester United 在艰难时刻要团结起来，才能够去往这个冠军奖杯，去往重建、重新登上这个辉煌的这个道路去前进。在他的眼里，在他的脑海里，曼联从来不是一支在英超排名第3以外的球队，曼联不应该是没有欧冠足球可以踢的球队，曼联应该是属于这种冠军级别的球队，冠军奖杯上面必须要刻有曼联的名字，曼联名字是属于在冠军奖杯身上的，可以看得出他对自己对曼联的高度要求。所以这个影片我希望大家看到过后可以再去想想说，哇 Ronaldo 这样子的这个高要求的话，这些球员 是不是应该要开始做出一些反应了。 Ronaldo 在影片里面也是有讲到说，他可以承认曼联在过去的5-6场比赛里面场面的足球打得非常的难看，可是他们还是有时间去进步了。可是不代表说有时间去进步我们就可以慢慢的来，而是要快马加鞭的赶上，要变得更为稳定，我们才能够追上 Liverpool、Chelsea、Manchester City 的脚步，甚至说去追最后一个欧冠的席位的这个名额了。这是今天的影片，欢迎大家在留言区底下让我们知道一下你们对于 Ronaldo 这一个长达20分钟的这个访谈的看法是什么了。当然最后的话，还没按赞订阅分享的朋友麻烦帮我按赞订阅分享一下，打开那个小铃铛，我们之后下一个新的影片再见了各位。这个影片也够长的了，下次再见，拜拜。